Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another segment of Bully by Penelope Douglas. Wait, no, this is called Fine Literature Hour. It's been too long. I don't even know what this is called.
Been so
um,
long.
it has months for sure.
There's
We
oh, there it
stopped
is.
at chapter 8. I so we're at chapter 9
Chapter
now.
8.
But before we get
The start. Oh,
started,
we finished chapter
we're at chapter 9 now.
8.
Yeah, we're at chapter 9. I checked before this call started. We finished chapter 8. We're at chapter 9. Those were two Nothing Burger chapters. So chapter 7 was Tate getting assigned Jared as her partner for this task for monologuing
Oh
in film
yeah.
school. And
Mm-hmm.
then chapter 8
Oh
was
god.
her friend whom I forget the name. Um drooling over Jared?
Casey.
Yeah, Casey drooling over Jared and being like, "Oh my god, he's so hot," and Tate being in
I don't know if you
denial.
have it in communist Europe where you live, but I think of Casey Masterpiece Barbecue brand when I see KC.
I
They
don't know
have
what
like
that is.
chips and also barbecue sauce. So
Mm-hmm.
that's basically what I'm thinking every time I read that name.
I mean, I don't know what that is, I have to say. But
You don't know what barbecue sauce is?
I don't know what KC barbecue
Is
sauce
that
is.
oh, it's just a brand. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's not like a flavor. It's just Casey Masterpiece is barbecue sauce.
I
Anyway,
see.
go on. Sorry.
Right. I just wanted to say that since our last video, for some weird reason, a tiny portion of the algorithm picked up our series here, and we got a couple of new watchers and people who've left comments. So we have Eliza, Ijas or Iyas or Ijas, whatever, one of those, who's been asking for the next chapter. So here it is. And then we
Here
have
we are. It's because we're both crippling validation seekers, and we're here now
well,
because
just
of
you
that.
wait, because there's three. Next we have IUVR Boo, Ayovbrew, that, um, who's doing an immersive reading with us and has been leaving comments throughout the videos that we've posted. Also, they don't appreciate the fact that you dog on me for being short when I am 5'6", because they are also 5'6". And finally, and I think this
Look,
comment I actually sent you. Oh, please explain yourself.
I I don't think I didn't think you were gonna stop and ask me to explain. So I don't really have a defense to that.
Valid. But like one last one, and I think I sent this comment to you. It's from Jean Carl or Jean Carl, I'm not quite sure, who left that funny comment about you needing to work on your narration voice. Your
That's
female
rude.
narration voice. Hey, no, you said it was
You
flattering.
you told me to you told me to reel it in. You told me to reel in
I
my
did. I did
voices.
indeed tell you to reel it in because this is fine literature hour. And this is the fine
True.
literature. Wait,
I
wait,
just
wait.
think that, part of me wants to be a over the top dub actor. What can I say?
This is the comment, the original one. Why no spaces? As a boomer, expression like horsing around or roughhousing don't bother me. Since you pointed it out, yes, there are many outdated references. I mean, what teenager in 2013 heard of Sergeant Carter and Gomer Pyle from the 60s TV? No idea who those are. You're a boomer, Ezra. Do you know them?
I think that's I think that's Full Metal Jacket. Is that Full Metal Jacket?
Oh my god, look at you.
Oh no, it's not. Hold on, that's not. I swear. Gomer Pyle, USMC, 1964. I've never heard of that. That's crazy. I've never even.
Yeah.
Was
It
that
was
in this
rare.
book?
I do not know. I just deleted that off my memory. One more thing. As a retired teacher, I
Oh, I don't
agree
even
with you that
know.
in the real world, there would be punishment for things Jared and his bullying cronies do. It's so true. But suspension of disbelief, I guess.
Excuse. Jared has connections at the school, capital
Indeed.
C,
Yeah,
right?
that is
Isn't
the
that what they like
explanation.
said?
Yeah.
Is that what that hasn't been like explained, right? Like it's
Mm.
dumb either way, but like I am if that doesn't get explained, I'm gonna be furious. Is his
Add that
dad
to the
or
list.
like is like they don't even it, like it, what's it gonna be? Like his dad is like the mayor or something? Like that would be dumb, but at least it would like,
Oh my
you know, at
god.
least it would like, why are the teachers intimidated by this absolute douchebag, like UFC tight ass shirt wearing fucking loser, bro? Like there
No,
has to
no,
be
no,
some
no, no, no,
reason
no,
for
no.
it.
He's not wearing a tight shirt. He has pocket
He's not
friggin'
wearing any
chains.
shirt.
Wallet chain? Pocket chain? That
Oh
thing?
yeah, wallet chains.
Yeah.
No, the shirt that I'm thinking of is like it's actually worse than UFC. I think it's called
Yeah.
American Fighter. It's like off-brand. It's so bad.
I
I
found
see
it.
these
I
every now
found
and then.
Ezra, I found the
They're so
part.
bad, bro.
I found sorry, I got distracted because I was reading the comment, but I
Oh,
found the part that was
the
flattering. That's why you said it was flattering. It was this. Okay. I wish I heard this when I was in school and writing. There was more info on good writing in these 5 episodes than I ever learned at college.
oh wow, look
Ezra,
at
look at
that. See,
you.
we're not just complete shit
No,
posters.
that's all you. I'm a shit poster.
This is like the shirt.
What are you
This is like
laughing?
the shirt that Jared would be wearing.
My
Like,
fucking god. I wish I could show this, but my
yeah,
screen
I
is.
wish you could too. It's amazing.
I'll
There's
flash it
like
on
I
screen.
see also like every man wearing these is wearing it like 2 sizes too small.
Oh my god,
They're
it's so
so like God, they're so
quintessentially
ugly.
late.
Oh my God, they have a lady one. I'll buy you a tiny
Oh my
female version of it so you can wear it. Okay, that actually would be pretty sick to wear in Europe. Could you imagine walking around in this?
god.
Oh my God, that'd be insane, bro.
I
You
hate
should wear
those.
that.
Oh no, I
I'm
hate
gonna
this
bring you that as
so.
a wedding gift.
Oh my god.
It's amazing.
Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
God, that's nuts.
That is
Maybe I'll get
peak.
Fern one.
It's
Oh my
peak.
God, look at that thing.
Oh,
It's it's so it's so great. Oh man.
oh terrible.
Oh my God, look. Oh,
All
it's so
right.
good.
Those are all the comments. So, to everybody who's been watching until this point, thank you for watching. And this is the next installment. You got chapter 9? Oh my fucking god, that t shirt. That guy's hot though.
Yeah, all right. I gotta focus up.
You gotta reel it in and you gotta perform
I
for
gotta
chapter
reel it in.
9. For chapter 9. Go.
Oh God, is it my turn? Okay, all
You
right.
first,
I'm
yeah.
I'm locked in.
Okay, go.
Chapter 9. Let me just. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Chapter 9. Ugh. I let out a guttural groan into the darkness as I. It's already just making me laugh. A guttural groan. Let me do that again.
Again.
Ugh. I let out a guttural groan into the darkness. What? As I stared at my ceiling that night,
It's a moan,
which was lit up by the
Ezra.
headlights
A
of another.
moan. No. It's not a groan.
Wait. Oh, a guttural moan. Sorry, a guttural moan.
Do it.
God, that's tough. That's a hard read. That's a hard line read. I don't. I mean, what would you do? What is guttural? Oh, I don't even know how you would do that. A gutter. Is that guttural? I don't even know what that word means anymore after reading it these 3 times.
Literally the first line. Oh my, beautiful. Please.
Produced in the throat, harsh sounding. Okay, anyway. I let out a guttural moan into the darkness as I stared at my ceiling that night, which was lit up by the headlights of another arrival next door. It was after 1 in the morning, and the bombardment of party noises coming from next door wouldn't relent. And nice that you repeated next door twice in 2 lines.
Oh god.
The pillow brought up to both of my ears to drown out the sounds hadn't helped. What a okay. All right. Asking Casey to text Liam to text Jared hadn't helped. Calling the police and filing a complaint an hour ago hadn't helped. If it wasn't the loud music or the constant arrival and departure of muscle cars with their sorry exhaust systems, wow, then it was the shouting or laughing coming from Jared's yards plural. I liked loud music, but a party in the middle of the night that was keeping the whole neighborhood awake should be shut down. Okay, narc. Throwing the covers off, I stomped out of bed and stood at the French doors. Ugh, God. Okay, we get it. You're white upper middle class. His whole house was lit up and bustling with noise and activity. Some people stumbled around the front yard, which was littered with red Solo cups. Damn, proper
that?
branding for the cap. That's like that classic red cup that it's like a red plastic cup.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
probably
yeah.
illegal in Europe or something.
Oh, come
That's
on.
crazy that she capitalized it.
It's a
Red
name
Solo
drop.
Cup.
It's a
Uh,
product
and
placement.
some people gathered, and some people stumbled around the front yard, which was littered with red Solo cups, and some gathered in the backyard, either smoking or enjoying the hot tub. He is such a dick. My hands were on my hips, gripping harder than usual.
What's your
Okay.
usual grip?
What kind of Yeah, that's my question. What kind of person has no regard for anyone else? Okay.
Uh-huh.
The self-absorbed asswipe living next to me, I guess. What? I had a video chat with my dad in 6 hours, and I wasn't going to be up all night just because they wanted to get drunk and high. Screw it. I slipped on my purple chucks and black hoodie and headed downstairs.
She
Nice.
wore sneakers.
I I opened the door in the kitchen leading to the garage and went to my dad's workbench, still as organized as we left it. What? Grabbing the big bolt cutters from the bottom toolbox drawer, I maneuvered them up my right sleeve. Okay. With my free hand, I opened another drawer and picked a padlock out of the 3 extras. Why do you have 3 extra padlocks? Okay. Sliding that into the front pocket of my hoodie, I headed out. I rounded the corner of my house and strode to the rear, my heart beating faster with every step. Finding the hole I had made in the hedge years ago, I swiped the new growth aside and slipped through. As I took a right and continued to walk, I could hear the partygoers in his backyard on the other side of the hedge. Wait, what? I'm so physically confused by this. What? She slipped through the hedge,
Mm-hmm.
but they're still on the other side of the hedge. What?
Maybe there's a hedge, another hedge.
Is there a second hedge? Well, I fucking guess. Oh, wait, it's a hedge and a fence. Okay, hold on. I could hear the partygoers in his backyard on the other side of the hedge. Wait. What? I was about 5 feet away from them, but there was no way they could see me. Jared's backyard, as well as mine, was encased by fences on the sides and tall hedges on the back. When I made it to the... What the fuck is she talking about? What? When I made it to the fence at the other side of his house, When I made it to the fence at the other side of his house, I poked my hand through the dense brush of leaves. What?
What is going
The
on?
fence? What is happening? I tried to push the branches aside as much as possible, but still the needle-like sprigs scraped and stung my legs as I shimmied my way through. The party was going hard, and there were tons of people here. What I was going to do needed to happen fast. Okay. Taking several glances in all directions to make sure I had arrived unnoticed, I jogged up the side of his house, interesting, to find the circuit breaker. I spent enough time at his house, as a kid, to be able to find it in the dark. So she'd spent a lot of time as a kid looking at his circuit breaker. Okay. I slid the bolt cutter out of my thin sleeve and clamped both handles down with all of my strength on the padlock securing the panel. As soon as I'd shoved the old padlock into my pocket, I opened the panel door and began flipping switches. Okay, also, maybe I'm exposing my lack of blue collar knowledge, but I don't think circuit breakers are outside houses like ever, really. Like there are power meters outside that. Like my circuit breaker, that's not a thing, I don't think.
I don't think so either, because exactly this type of thing could happen.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like it's not like, yeah, that's okay. Okay, whatever. I opened the panel door and began flipping switches. I tried not to register what was happening around the house, the sudden loss of music and light, and the cacophony of "what the fuck" coming from everywhere. I finished flipping switches, took the new padlock out of my sweater. A sweater? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Let's roll it back. I slipped on my purple chucks and black hoodie. Okay, idiot,
Oh
fucking moron. It's one page later. It's just fucking, I don't know what to say.
Oh my god.
All right, where was I? But the rewind made me confused.
Sweater.
Oh yeah, out of my sweater and secured it to the closed panel. Jared wasn't stupid. Once he realized that no other houses lost electricity, he'd be out here checking the circuit breaker. So I got out of there, fast. Running with jello-like legs and sliding back through behind the hedge, I started panting instantly. What a sentence.
Oh, Jinx.
What a sentence. That's a bad one. That's a bad one. A drop of sweat glided down my back, and I realized that I wanted to scream, laugh, and throw up all at the same time. I wasn't certain which law I'd just broken. I mean, vandalism, I think. But I was sure I'd get into some kind of trouble if anyone found out. My legs pumped with liquid heat, making my knees feeble. Yeah, liquid heat is always how I think of Jell-O.
Wait,
Sure.
what a
The
line.
ex-
My legs pumped with liquid heat.
Making my it's man, it's not. It's rough. It's rough stuff.
Okay.
Boy, I forgot how badly written it was.
I have something to say later. But please carry on.
Okay, sorry. The anxiety of being caught drove my tense muscles back through my... What? The anxiety of being caught drove my tense muscles back through my side of the brush and into the garage. I couldn't help the ear-to-ear smile on my face. I was scared of being caught, but the feeling of giving him a metaphorical kick in the ass made my toes curl. Ew. Ugh. And after all that, I wasn't tired anymore. Just fucking awesome. Okay. I made sure the doors were locked, out of habit, and ran up the stairs 2 steps at a time. I closed the door to my room and, keeping the lights off, went to the French doors and peered outside in hopes of seeing the party, disperse. I scanned the front and backyards and, thankfully, saw a few people heading to their cars. I grimaced as I thought that maybe putting drunken people on the road wasn't the smartest idea. I mean, wow. Wow. Okay. I saw more and more people heading to their cars, and some starting to walk down the street to their homes. The only way Jared could get the electricity back on was by cutting the lock or calling the electric company. Well, no, honey. Calling the electric company is not going to do the trick.
Yeah.
They can't remotely flip your breaker switches. Okay. Yeah, hey, we'll just press the button that flips your physical breaker switches back over.
You can
Okay.
remote control it, yeah.
Yeah. As I glanced around from the front to the back, my eyes quickly reverted to the one light I did see. Jared was standing at his bedroom window with a flashlight in one hand and both hands on either side of the window frame above his head. So he's holding the flashlight, but he's doing like the sexy man leaning against the window door frame pose. Okay. And he was staring at me. Shit! My pulse sped up again, and a scorching heat washed over my body, just like Jell-O, I bet. My sheer black curtains were drawn, but I was positive he could see me. Well, yeah, because they're sheer. His head was bowed in my direction, and he was still. ... Too still. Okay. Throwing off my hoodie, or my sweater, if you will, and climbing into bed, I resolved to deny anything if he came to my door. Or maybe I shouldn't, I thought. It wasn't like he could do a damn thing about it anyway. Maybe I wanted him to know. I lay there for about 2 minutes. Wow, they used the right lay. That's crazy. For about 2 minutes, resisting the urge to investigate what was going on outside. It wasn't hard to figure out that the party was dispersing, though, as the sound of engines fading away filled the neighborhood. Thrills surged through my body, giving me enough energy to want to hop out of bed and start dancing. I'm awesome, I sang to myself. Also, should be a comma there, not a period. But I froze mid-song and damn near choked on a breath at the sound of a door slamming shut through the house. So it really would have been like, I'm awesome, kind of like that. At the sound of a door slamming shut through the house. My house! My house.
Oh my God,
in the
that's it.
middle of the street. Yeah. Okay, well, there you go. Wow, what a chapter ender. Oh my God, it's like coming home, Charlie. It's like coming home to a sweet room with French doors like I never left.
In your sweater hoodie.
My sweater hoodie. God, that shit is... It's just like, that stuff seems... It's like, oh, that's kind of pedantic, but also at the same time, it's like, I don't know, man. It's your book. Like, you have to... you have to... Well, that's the thing. It's like... That's like a mistake that is like... It's not that it's dumb. It's not that you're a bad writer for making that mistake, but you're a bad person for not editing it out of your book before you publish it.
Wow.
So, like... Sorry, is that too spicy?
Escalated. No. I'm like, that escalated. You're not a bad
it's
writer,
just like,
but you are a bad person.
Bro, just mistakes don't like. That's the thing. It's like that's what editing is for, man. That's like a copy. So that's actually what a copy editor should catch. Like inconsistencies is meant to be caught by a copy editor.
No,
They're supposed to be like, well, it was. Sorry, go on.
I genuinely think she thought it was a synonym.
Well, I guess that's possible. That's like
Mm.
two different. That's like two different things, though, man.
I mean,
One is a cool girl. One is worn by a cool girl who wears chucks, and one is worn by a lame nerd who won't be sexy until she takes her glasses off later in the movie.
oh,
Sweater versus hoodie. Like we've all
post
seen this movie.
makeover. Post
Yeah,
makeover.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, get rid of that chunky knit sweater, girl, and put on an American Fighter baby doll tee. All right.
All right.
It looks like it's your
I
turn.
want wait.
Let's
I
go,
wanted to
baby.
tell you something. I'm gonna just derail this
Yeah.
discussion yet again, but I don't really care. I have read my first Hoover book recently.
I saw that. I was. Oh, did you see that I reacted to that in the server?
You did? I got it.
I gave you a horrified react at your 3-star rating.
Oh well. Indeed, now I
I
see
haven't read
it.
that one, to be fair, but that is.
I'm gonna
I mean, look.
probably make an hour-long video because I'm gonna pick up part 2. But I was,
Oh my
dude,
god,
from
hell
the
yeah, bro.
discussions that you had with me about Hoover, I thought it would be utter dog shit.
Okay, to be fair, I mean, we don't know because
Mm.
if you gave the one that Fern and I read a 3-star, I would lose my mind, bro. Maybe this book is
You
better. I
would.
mean, it's not impossible. I will say that I think that even for Hooverites, I think
Mhm.
Ugly Love is one of the lowest rate. I mean, it's still like 4 stars probably, but like
Mm.
it's one of the lowest rated. So like that it must be like really bad if these animals are gonna rate it that
That's
low,
true.
quote unquote.
No, no,
But
no. Like
speaking of which,
I will
also
just okay. You first.
no, go on. Sorry,
I'll just
you
say
go
that
first.
like because you set the bar in hell and
Yeah,
it wasn't very hard to reach above that. I was positively
that's fair.
surprised because I wasn't expecting it to have something to say. That it ends with us. That was the book I read, by the way. Who was first listening? It had something to
Yeah,
say. I mean, it wasn't properly dissected, and the writing skill is not really. It's not like freaking the greatest literature out there. Would it make fan literature hour? I don't know, but it was better than I expected. I was positively surprised. I was invested in the story. It has a simple way of telling things and showing emotions and dissecting the theme of domestic abuse, but in the end, I think she did an all right job. It's not like complete dumpster fire. Like, other books.
I'm gonna have to read it so I can judge you about it. Terrible. Speaking of which,
Yes,
also
go
a
ahead.
brief diversion. Fern's poor little brain has been cooked by all these bad books that we've read.
Mhm.
Uh, so I'm gonna need to get my fix with you. We're gonna have to do like a listen of some other Coho book or something
That
terrible together
for
so I can
sure.
get my
Or
fix.
we could
Okay.
finish this one because this is terrible.
Well, yeah, finish obviously finish this one. Obviously finish this
We're
one.
at chapter
All right,
10.
it's your turn. Chapter
10.
Yes. Oh, exciting. I'm so excited.
Okay, here we go. What the
The fuck?
exactly? Tremors shook my legs down to my bones. Was that the vibrations of me shaking? What?
What? What? The fuck?
Scrambling
What?
out of the covers, I grabbed my baseball bat from under the bed and ran out of the room. Oops, my e-reader died.
Americans are always ready to play baseball. That's why she had the bat.
For sure. I had no intention of going downstairs, even though that's where I'd stupidly left the pistol. Damn. I just
Yeah, I
needed to.
forgot she has a fucking pistol.
Yeah, she has a gun, yeah. I just needed to peek over the railing to see if I'd actually heard someone entering my house. My body instantly reacted at the sight of shirtless Jared rounding the corner into the foyer and flying up the stairs. Oh, sorry, foyer. And flying up the stairs.
Oh yeah.
He was definitely pissed and primed for murder with the way he charged up the staircase, taking two at a time. I darted back into my room, letting out a little yelp as I tried to run for the French doors. French doors is a paid actor, and escape.
Yeah, I agree. Can I hear that little? Can I hear a Sonic challenge? That little yelp?
What's a yelp? Oh,
You tell me. That that's good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's good. Okay, go on. Sorry, go on.
okay. You had to fulfill your request. Anyway, I had no idea what Jared's I had no idea what Jared's plan was or if I should be afraid, but I was. He'd just broken into my house, and that freaked me out. Oh, no, you don't. Jared burst through my bedroom door, and the doorknob slammed against the wall, probably denting it. There was no way I'd make it out of the doors. Door. Door.
French doors?
Are they French? That is the question. On time.
I think she's talking about. I think are the French doors? I think the French doors lead to her balcony, or like.
No, I think
is
it's the
that
entrance doors.
no? Because
That would make sense.
she went back into her room and then tried to run for the French doors. So the French doors must like. I think there's like I think there's a balcony
At some
or
point,
something.
I remember at some point she was describing the French door thing, and I just deleted that info. It's been too long.
Well, yeah, from
Mm.
my brain, yeah. It must be because whatever. Anyway, all right, we're getting in the weeds here. Let's keep going.
I spun around to face him, raising the bat. Jared yanked it out of my hands before I even got primed for a swing. Get out! Are you crazy? I started to veer around him, trying to get back to my bedroom door, but he cut me off. Wait, where are we?
Okay, okay, so she ran back into her bedroom, then he comes into her bedroom.
Uh-huh.
But that's what I was saying is because she says there's no way I'd make it out of the doors, which must be the French doors, in time.
Mhm.
And then she says she tries to get back to my bedroom door. So the French doors are in her bedroom, but they don't lead to the normal. They're not the entrance to her bedroom. So they must lead. I think she said she had a balcony or something. Anyway, okay, we figured it out. Nice.
Jesus. What is the architecture of this house?
It's so confusing.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Where was I? I was surprised he wasn't strangling me, judging by the look on his face. Lava was about to come out of his nose, I was sure. What the fuck?
It's so dumb.
You cut the electricity to my house. His nostrils flared as he got an inch from my face and stared me down. Prove it. A tap dance was happening in my chest. No, more like a paso doble.
Paso doble.
He cocked his head to the side.
I'm not familiar with this.
Me neither. It's probably some kind of ballroom dance. Okay, anyway.
Yeah.
He cocked his head to the side, lips curling dangerously. Oh, see? How'd you get in here? Wait, how'd you get in here? I'll call the police. Again, again, italicized, I thought. Oh, okay, makes sense. Not that it did me any good when I called earlier about the noise. Maybe they'd showed up if I was murdered? I have a key. Every word was slow and threatening. Wait,
Try that one again.
I have a key.
Hell yeah.
Every word was slow and threatening. How do you have a key to my house? If he had a key, I wasn't sure if I could call the police.
Girl, okay. I mean, you definitely can.
Yeah.
Somebody enters your house. You want them to leave.
Yeah.
Honey.
What
like,
logic?
He doesn't live there.
Oh my god.
I mean, if he lived there, I guess that might be different, but you can still call the police.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You and your dad were in Europe all summer, he said with a sneer. Oh, you and your dad were in Europe all summer, he said with a sneer. Who do you think got the mail? Jared collected our mail? I almost wanted to laugh. The irony of him doing something so mundane slowed my heartbeat a bit.
The irony of him doing something so mundane.
Why is that ironic?
Yeah, very, very ironic. Very Alanis Morissette ironic.
Your dad trusts me, Jared continued. He shouldn't have. I clenched my jaws. You have more than one jaw?
Jaws? Your jaws? Oh, dear. I clenched my... She must think that, like, the
upper part and the lower part are, like, two separate
jaws.
Oh,
man, that's great. No, I think she just has, like, a xenomorph, like, interior jaw. That's what I mean, look, man, I only have the text of the textual information to go on, and if the author says she has two jaws, I don't know what kind of,
Oh my God.
I don't know how that's gonna affect the sloppy toppy she gives later, but I guess we'll see.
Oh,
You
no,
know?
I'm not gonna say that. This is going on YouTube. Okay. My dad and grandma knew very little about the state of Jared's and my relationship. If they knew how bad I hate that, it had gotten, then they would have
if they,
spoken to his mother. The what you call
what?
that abbreviation of it and had it had
Yeah, I
no
mean
contraction.
it's whatever.
Is it called contraction?
Yeah, yeah, it's a contraction.
Okay.
It's whatever. I mean, yeah,
I hate it.
that's like a minor offender in the rest of this to me.
Look, I want to nitpick too. Okay.
No, that's fine. That's fair.
I wasn't a whiner. Girl, I disagree.
Yeah, yeah.
And I didn't want to be rescued. It hurt me that Jared was pleasant with my dad, but a monster to me. Oh no, that's her. Get out, I gritted through my teeth.
No, get out.
Oh,
Get out.
let me try that. Get out.
Yeah.
He
Hell
advanced
yeah.
on me until I was forced back against the French doors. There they are.
See those French doors again.
Yeah. You're a nosy bitch, Tatum. Oh, shit. You're a nosy bitch, Tatum. Keep your fucking ass on your own side of the fence. Keeping the neighborhood awake.
What about the hedge?
Yeah, what about the hedge? Good question. Keeping the neighborhood
What
awake
about the
makes
hedge?
people irritable. I spit back. What? I crossed my arms over my chest as Jared braced against the wall with both hands positioned on either side of my head. Ah, I see. I don't know if it was from the
Both?
adrenaline. Don't you know
I mean,
that
the way
pose?
that reads makes it sound like both hands. He has two hands on each side of her head, right? I don't know. I guess it's
That's
not
so true.
syntactically clear.
Well, then she has two jaws. Let Jared have four hands.
It's a little vague. He has got four hands.
What is this? Xeno meets like I don't know.
Was it Goro from Mortal Kombat that has four arms? I think
Something
so.
like
He's
that.
Goro. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if it was from the adrenaline or his proximity, but my nerves were shot. Something had to give. I looked anywhere but in his eyes. The burning lantern tattoo on his arm was all in blacks and grays. I wondered what it meant. Jesus Christ, girl.
What does that mean? Oh no!
Why are you thinking about this right now? His abs?
I hope we find out what that means.
His abs.
Oh, please tell me we find out what the burning lantern tattoo means later.
Oh my god, his burning love for her, I guess. His abs were tight with tension. At least I hope they weren't normally that rigid. The other tattoo on the side of his torso was in a script lettering and impossible to read in this light. His skin looked smooth and ... The air left my lungs as I tried to ignore the tingling sensation in my core. Jesus Christ. Okay. It's best to just look him in the eye, italicized. We hadn't been this close to each other in a long time, and we'd been nose to nose a lot since my return. Jared must have realized the same thing because his eyes hardened on me and his breathing turned ragged. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, just like heavy breathing into the microphone, basically, just like.
Hey, honey, how's it going?
His gaze drifted down my neck to my camisole, and my skin burned everywhere he looked.
Did she take off her hoodie/sweater?
No, she did earlier.
I don't think she did.
She did.
Did she?
Before he entered the chat. Obviously, so that he could have more to look at. Because,
I guess.
okay. Refocusing and straightening his expression, he inhaled.
Okay, all right.
deeply.
Yep, you're right.
Mm-hmm. No one else is complaining. So why don't you just shut up and leave it alone? Pushing off the wall, he started to walk away. Leave the key, I called out. Oh, leave the key, I called out, getting used to this.
Should be a comma. Should be a comma.
Oh my fucking god, yeah.
Bro, it's just like, it's so sloppy. It's sloppy.
Jesus. You know, that should also be a comma. No.
You.
It's an
I mean,
sentence.
I feel like I feel like he laughed as being used as a speech tag and not like an action, so I would connect that one.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You
You
know.
know, he laughed. Yeah, I feel like that's how
You
it's
know.
being used.
You know. He laughed under his breath and turned around. I underestimated you. You haven't cried yet, have you? Because of the rumor you started this week? Not a chance. My voice was even. Oh, not a chance. My voice was even, but a smug smile threatened to break out. I was getting off on our conversation. Yeah, I know. And the realization
Ew,
that things
girl.
between us were finally. That's right. She's been horny this entire time, okay? Okay. And the realization that things between us were finally double quotation marks coming to a head, as Casey had said.
Yes.
I think we already bitched and moaned about how Penelope Douglas uses quotation marks, so let's not get into that.
I think we might have. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you're right.
Look at us already. Jared and I hadn't been alone in my room in over 3 years. This was progress. Progress of what? Of course, he was uninvited, but I wasn't going to nitpick. What does this girl want? I thought she wanted him out of her room.
Is that supposed to be hyphenated? I don't think it is.
Nitpick? Not sure.
It might, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe it
Please.
is.
Wait, who's talking? Oh, it's him. Please, like I even have to resort to spreading rumors. Your cross-country pals did that. Pals did that. And their pictures, he added, everyone drew their own conclusions. He let out a sigh and inched towards me again. Toward Penelope. But I'm boring you.
I don't like the towards, honestly. That's the UK version, isn't it?
No,
I'm
actually,
pretty sure it is.
No. The American version is toward.
No, that's what I'm saying. Towards is UK.
Yeah. Okay. But I'm
I
boring
don't know
you.
why. I just feel like it's the only Britishism I like better. Towards. I don't know. I like the little S at the end. Anyway, sorry.
Where was I? Oh. But I'm boring you. I guess I have to step up my game. His eyes were spiteful, and my foot twitched with the urge to kick him. Why did he keep this up? What did I ever do to you? Interrobang.
I like it. Isn't it supposed to be the other way around though?
I don't know.
No,
I think it's question mark exclamation mark.
Really?
Yeah.
I like the other way
Discord
personally.
has a. Oh
Man,
no!
I should
it's
put
the
the
other way
actual.
around.
I should put the actual interrobang in my book and just make people fucking
Go
deal with
insane.
it, bro.
Okay, wait. Let me finish. We have to get through this. The question that coursed through me for years erupted out of my cracked voice. Who's talking? I don't know why you ever thought you did something. Oh, it's him. I don't know why you ever thought you did something. You were clingy and I got sick of putting up with it is all. Comma is all. That's not true. I wasn't clingy. My defenses were crumbling. What? I remembered very well the history between the two of us, and his words made me want to fucking hit him! Exclamation point. How could you... How could he forget? As kids, we'd spent every waking moment together when we weren't in school. We were best friends. He'd held me when I cried about my mom, and we'd learned how to swim together at Lake Geneva. Lake Geneva! Like in...
No, I don't know where this is set. I don't know. We got a lot of lakes here.
Oh, okay, well.
This shit is like against the Geneva Convention, though. I'll tell you that, basically.
I wonder if they'd like learn swimming in Switzerland. These rich kids.
Maybe. I mean, who knows? They're
I don't even know
richies.
if there's Lake Geneva in Switzerland. I'm bad at geography. Anyway. You were over at my house as much as I was at yours. We were friends. Yeah, keep living. Jesus. Yeah, keep living the dream. He pushed all of our history and friendship back at me like a slap in the face. I
Pushed it at me like a slap in the face. Slaps, that typical thing that pushes your face.
True. Oh my god. I hate you. I screamed at him and meant every word. An ache settled in my gut. Good. He shouted in my face, pulling down on me. Finally.
Oh, wait,
Because
whoa. Boring down on me. Do you mean bearing down on me? Because
oh
boring down on me is not the right word, brother. I'm
God,
sorry.
you are
Like,
locked in.
is he drilling her like a fucking strip mine in South Africa? Like, dude, bro, these are like basic. This is the most basic editing. It's just literally like day one, like copy editing,
Oh my
proofreading.
God, Penelope needed pro writing.
I'm like barely even paying attention, bro. Listen to your lovely voice acting, and instead I'm still catching these.
You are
All right.
true. Like she needed pro writing a little bit at the very least. Anyway,
Yeah,
fine.
that's what I'm saying. Is like a word processor one probably would catch that.
Yeah, so true.
Like,
Yeah, sloppy.
Jesus,
Okay,
sloppy.
finally, because it's been a long time since I could stand the sight of you. Slammed his palm against the wall near my head, causing me to jump.
I'm
Bro,
sexy.
nah.
He's a Monster Energy drinker. He's punching that
Oh
drywall.
yeah. Oh wait. Oh wait, the walls break in America.
Wait, what are your walls made of? Like concrete?
Yeah, concrete. You
Oh
can't
my
punch
God!
through
Talk
a
about
wall
like
here.
some Eastern Bloc architecture with your Soviet
They're not
buildings.
wrong. No.
Yeah, you can punch. How are you supposed to? How are you supposed to? How are you supposed to sexually intimidate a girl if you can't punch a hole in the wall next to her head and you bust your fucking hand open on concrete instead?
Exactly. I need to write.
How are men supposed to express their emotions without being able to punch
Somebody
drywall?
needs to write a scene about that. That a guy punches.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
And he breaks
Just
like his
cracks
knuckles.
his hand open. Oh my God, bro.
Anyway, Jesus, where
Oh,
was
it's
I?
amazing.
So she jumps, flinching.
Punching the wall, slamming the wall.
So no, slammed his palm against the wall. She jumps and then she flinches. Continuous. Present
Flinching, I
continuous.
screamed to myself. That's crazy.
Yeah, flinching, I screamed to myself. What had happened to us? He'd
What
scared
had
me.
happened?
Yeah, what had
What?
happened?
What had happened to?
Participant.
What happened to us? What has happened to us? I mean, is
what
that
happened to us?
okay?
This
I'm
is
sorry.
the wrong tense. You're right.
Yeah, it's just a
because-
weird tense. It's just a weird tense.
No. Because I think this. No, it's past tense. So, no, it makes sense. It's just a clunky line. He'd scared me, but I stood my ground, telling myself that he wasn't going to hurt me. Not physically. I knew that, didn't I? My brain shouted for me to run, to get away from him. No tears fell, thankfully, but the pain of his words made my breathing almost turn to dry heaving. So she's like, okay. I had loved Jared once, but now I knew, without a doubt, that, quote unquote, my Jared was gone. As I took a deep breath, while dry heaving, like that, I met his eyes. He seemed to search mine, probably for tears. Fuck
Seemed
him.
to.
Yeah, the seemed to problem. Fuck him.
Can't be sure.
Yeah, maybe. Out of the corner of my eye, I noticed flashing lights coming from outside and turned to stare out the window. A small, insolent smile, tugged at the corners of my mouth. Oh, look, it's the police. I wonder why they're here. Jared couldn't have missed my insinuation of why the cops were there and who'd called them. Girl, yeah, we get it. Thanks for the explanation.
We get it, bro. I think didn't you already tell him you called the cops, or did he say?
No, she didn't. But like that explanation was for the benefit of the reader.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, I feel like okay.
Jesus.
I guess they'd finally responded to my noise complaint. Turning my head to face him, I delighted in his fury. The poor guy's face looked like someone just pissed on his car. It's like the worst thing that could happen to his car, right?
Yeah, to a muscle car, bro, I guess.
He raised his chin and relaxed his brow. I promise you'll be in tears by next week. His vengeful... Oh, it's a whisper. I promise you will be in tears by the next week. His vengeful whisper crowded the room. Leave the key! I called out to him as he left.
You know what's really, really funny and embarrassing?
What?
It's the same speech tag that she messed up before. Literally, leave the key. I called out.
Oh my god,
And she
yeah.
did it literally the same. Leave the key, period. I called out.
No, it's a comma
And then
with
she did
me.
it right on this one.
Oh, yeah.
No, the previous one is what I'm saying. It's just like, bro, oh my god, you can't. I'm getting trolled by this book right now. Like,
No,
come on, man.
it was written for
The
you.
same words.
Oh my
The same words, man. Oh my
How
god,
long is
bruh.
the next chapter? I mean, do you still have time?
I can do one more. Sure, why not?
Wait, can you check how long the
Okay.
next one is?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.2 pages.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
We can run through it. We can get through it. All right. What do we got here? Chapter 11. On Sunday afternoon, I was laying out tanning in the backyard when Casey arrived and plopped down in a chair at the patio table. Liam's been cheating on me, she cried.
Oh
Her head was in her hands as she sniffled. What? A shriek.
Yeah.
What? A shriek sprang out of my throat as I popped my head up. I pushed myself up off my stomach and walked over to sit next to her. I saw him last night wrapped around another girl. Apparently he's been double dipping for a while. Can you believe it? She wiped away tears, but more fell. God, even the simplest sentences are so clunky.
Yeah.
Her long dark hair looked as if she hadn't brushed it today. Casey was always dressed to impress and never left the house without hair and makeup done, just like a good female. Red splotches covered her face, so I knew she'd been crying for a while, probably all night. What did you see exactly? I asked, rubbing circles on her back. Well, she said, wiping her tears and taking a breath. I was at the loop, and he was there. Jared said he was racing last night, so I showed up to surprise... ... Wait, what? Jared? Confused, I interrupted her. What are you talking about? You've talked to him? I hadn't seen Jared for 2 days. He and Casey were hardly chummy. What the hell?
Wait. I have one nitpick. I hate it when the line is strong enough to carry what the emotion is, and then it gets explained in the dialogue tag. Wait, what? Jared?
Oh, like confused?
Confused I interrupted her? Yeah, we get that you interrupted her, and we get that you're confused. Why are you being redundant? That is all. Thank you.
Also, I will absolutely die on the hill that you should never use an ellipses for someone being interrupted. That's so weird. Like,
yeah, you use like a
I think
dash.
I think I heard someone like argue that one time, and it's just like, I mean, there's not like, there's not a grammatical rule that like states that in a Chicago Manual of Style somewhere, but like everyone knows what an ellipses means. It means someone trails off, and everyone knows that an M dash just indicates that something stopped exactly at that. So like, why would you use a trail off when someone's being interrupted? It just makes no sense. Anyway,
Absolutely.
Okay. He and Casey were hardly chummy. What the hell? I wish I could do like I need like a voice mod that I can do like the anime like reverb when I do the internal dialogue slightly. Okay. Yeah, no, she answered vaguely. I just ran into him at work yesterday. I was at the theater and he came in to see a movie. He mentioned that Liam was getting a shot at racing last night and that he'd be happy to give me a ride to surprise him. Was she seriously that stupid? That didn't seem a little convenient to you? Tate, what do you mean? Casey looked confused as she blew her nose with a tissue from her bag. God, the extra, like, what? Oh my
Why
God,
do we need
bro.
to know it's from her bag?
Yeah, bro, it's just so clunky. I instantly felt guilty for taking the focus off the focus of the conversation off Liam and turning it to Jared. It's just so hard to read, bro.
Yeah.
But I couldn't let it go. Jared, nice guy that he is, offers you a ride to surprise your boyfriend, who you conveniently discover has been cheating on you. Casey, Jared knew what Liam was up to. I'm sure it's some code. I'm sure it's some code with guys that you don't get them in trouble with their girlfriends. So why would Jared do that? This book makes me feel dumb when I'm trying to read it, bro. Oh my God. People probably think that I don't even like read good. Well, don't think that you're gonna catch me on that one. Looking puzzled and flustered, Casey threw her tissue on the table. Okay, but it doesn't change the fact that Liam was being unfaithful. I mean, honestly, Jared seemed just as shocked as me. He was really nice about the whole thing. Of course he was. Jared broke up Liam and KC, which was a good thing considering, but his actions didn't spring from the goodness of his heart. He definitely wasn't protecting KC, so what was his angle? All right, I offered. So how do you know for sure that Liam was cheating regularly? Did you talk to him? Yeah, almost whispered. Him, she almost whispered. I had gotten out of Jared. Is she still doing it? I had gotten out of Jared's car. He picked me up since you can only enter by invitation, and we circulated looking for Liam. I saw him leaning against his car with a really sexy-looking girl in super slutty clothes. They were kissing, and he had his hands all over her. She was probably wearing that American Fighter shirt. There was no mistake. Her chin started wobbling and her eyes filled with tears again, so I dug in her bag for more tissues. Oh my god, the bag came back. Oh, thank God she mentioned it before. I would have been so confused. She continued, we got into it and that girl rubbed it in that they'd been hooking up for months. Months! I'm sick to my stomach. I gave that guy my virginity and now I have to go get checked for STDs.
Oh my god.
I mean, I shouldn't be laughing, but it's pretty funny. She continued to cry, and I held her hand while she let it out. Liam had always. Wait, who's Liam again? Is he? He's not one of. Case. Wait, Tate's ex-boyfriend?
Yeah. No. Casey's ex-boyfriend.
Well, yeah.
He's the one cheating,
Okay.
and he's like part of
Is he Jared's friend? Or not? Or like, is he his friend? I don't think he is. Okay. Because he's like their friend. All right, whatever. Liam had always treated me respectfully, and I was a little heartbroken for Casey. A little? Jesus, bitch, she's your best friend. What an ass! We'd all hung out for years, and there were few people in this town I could call a friend. Now he was just one more person that couldn't be trusted. I was jaded when it came to people, but Casey wasn't, and I hated that she was being hurt. She was good. Oh, pardon me. She was completely blindsided. Two things could be safely assumed, though. Jared probably knew Liam was cheating for a while, but didn't interfere until now. And Casey's breakup with Liam served a purpose in his trying to antagonize me.
Wow.
Well, I hate to ask a silly question, but how was the race? Did Liam win? He probably hadn't raced. Imagine the reverb. Like a Death Note monologue. He probably hadn't raced. Another ploy on Jared's part to get her to the loop. We stayed for a while, but Jared raced, not Liam. Exactly.
God.
How come? It might have been nice for you to see his ass left choking in the dust. I tried to sound like I was just lightening her mood, but I really wanted information. Oh my god, it literally is like Death Note.
Yeah.
Oh, it turns out he wasn't racing last night. Jared misunderstood. She waved it off. Complete setup.
Jesus Christ.
But Jared did say he would make sure Liam is on the roster for next week and he'll beat him for me. Casey let out a small laugh as if that would make her feel better. Are you going to be okay? The end of a 2-year relationship by the time you're 17 was going to take time to get over. I'm sure eventually. Jared was, 15 to 17. Yeah, that's, boy, tough one. Bro, that's like, you'll get over that in like a week.
Yeah.
The second another person like says one nice word to you, you're like, oh my god, I'm in love with this person now. I'm sure eventually Jared was really attentive and brought me home early. I think he felt bad that I'd had such a horrible time. Really, Tate, even if he did know, he did me a favor. Leaning back in her chair, she pulled out another tissue. From where? From where?
From where?
Yeah, bro, from where? Casey stayed a while. We lay under the sun trying to cheer each other up. She obviously needed to come to terms with the fact that she gave her virginity in 2 years to that Lothario. Oh, man. A typical 17-year-old terminology.
Damn.
And I'd had a less than stellar first week of school. Liam had cheated on KC. I still couldn't wrap my brain around it. If ever there was a case for longevity in high school romance, Liam and KC were it. So why was I so preoccupied with Jared's role in all this? Casey clearly believed he was on the up and up, but I knew he had a plan. Would she listen if I tried to steer her away from him? Oh, I love it. Now we're finally getting some action here. After Casey left, I went back to the patio to clean up and water the plants. Decked out in my little red bikini I'd bought in Europe, but was only brave enough to wear at home. What a great way to say that. Decked out in my little red bikini I'd bought in Europe, but was only brave enough to wear at home, comma. I grabbed the hose and turned up the speakers on my iPod dock. Oh, hell yeah. Chalk outline. Let's look that up real quick.
You're gonna get me copyright.
This is by like
again.
Avenged. This is gonna be like Avenged Sevenfold or something. Wren and Chinchilla. Hold on.
Alright,
I
give
gotta
it a
play this in the
play.
background.
10 seconds. Or less.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Can I stream this? Hold on.
Yeah, you can.
All right,
but
let me
I
share
think-
this. Is it gonna play it? I don't know if Spotify will.
Well,
Oh, God.
oh my god. No.
Oh, God. It's bad.
I hope that
Oh, boy. Okay. I thought it was gonna... Okay. Oh, God. I thought it was gonna be like some Avenged Sevenfold, but I forgot that he probably listens to that, not her. Ear-splittingly loud. Oh, sorry. I should have blasted that through our ears.
No, please
Playing
don't.
that song ear-splittingly loud. Oh, my God. It's amazing. Okay.
That is such a perfect song for it.
Yeah, great. Really, like, blast that one. Chalk outline came through ear-splittingly loud as I turned the mist on the flowers and bushes. My hips and shoulders swayed while my head was lost to the
She's
music.
just dancing
oh, God.
now after that.
That's so weird. Okay. A couple of fruit trees decorating... Oh, my God. They are rich. A couple of fruit trees decorating our small back patio area along with bushes and various plants and flowers. Wow, it's like I'm there. The cobblestone pavement and the smell of roses made our oasis a great retreat. When the weather was pleasant, my dad and I ate most of our meals out here, and I often read in the hammock. Homework was a no-go, though, since the birds, wind, or barking dogs created too much sporadic distraction. Speaking of dogs, ... That's back. Nice. Excited barking pierced through the music, catching my interest. It was close, like next door. Close! The period also should be italicized. I'm pretty sure it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Man. What? The fuck?
Yeah.
Jared and I had found this crazy little Boston Terrier when we were 12. My dad was gone a lot, and my grandma was allergic, so Jared took him home. Oh, boy. The dog was insane, but completely adorable. We named him Madman. Oh, boy. I swear he purposely waited for oncoming cars before he tried to cross a street. Picking fights with bigger dogs was child's play, and he would jump to amazing heights when he was excited. ... Which was a lot. The period key's stuck again, I see. I switched off the water and walked to the fence separating Jared's backyard from mine. Where's the hedge? Squinting through the sliver of space offered between the wooden panels. Actually, okay, this is actually like an error now, because I think that she said there was a hedge and a fence, so
Yeah.
she wouldn't be able to see through the hedge, whatever. I felt like I was glowing on the inside, like in your core, in your bundle of nerves. My heart warmed at seeing Madman again. He did the whole, quote, bounce when you bark, quote, thing that little dogs do, and switched between racing the length of the backyard to jumping up and down. Even though he was technically Jared's dog now, in my heart, the little guy was still partly mine. I found a small hole to peer, snoop through. Jared, Jesus. Jared entered my vision, and I flinched, remembering our last encounter. She literally just saw him and flinched.
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh my God. Sidebar. They're making a movie out of, like, one of the most universally reviled Colleen Hoover books. It's the drunk driving one.
Oh my
It's
god.
coming out in like a month,
I need
so we have to watch it, bro.
For sure.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I wonder if we can
I
stream
literally
that.
thought somebody was like making it up, and they made them show me proof. It's very exciting. Okay. He started tossing miniature chunks of meat for Madman to catch. Miniature chunks, not just chunks. The dog gobbled them up and wagged his tail anxiously for another morsel. The little animal seemed giddy and well cared for. Jared now offered the last piece of meat from his hand. I assume he's just like feeding it raw chicken and then doesn't wash his hands. Madman approached and licked his palm after scarfing down the treat. Jared smiled and closed his eyes while Madman stood on his hind legs to lick his master's face. Yep, salmonella. He's going to be shitting his guts out. So, like, we can just assume that the next Tate scene, like, he is just dying, like, in the ER with fucking saline IVs because he's lost so much fluid.
Oh god. But I'm also thrown off by the word his master's face. Okay.
Yeah, a little questionable. Jared grinned, and I realized how long it had been since I'd seen him genuinely happy. His smile hollowed my stomach, but I couldn't look away. Okay. As my heart tugged at the rare scene of Jared actually looking human.
Wait, is that
weird way
supposed to be
say.
the other way around?
As my heart tugged at the rare scene.
No, the rare scene tugged at
the
my
rare scene
heart.
tugged at my heart. Yes, it absolutely. Just such a weird. My eyes snapped his naked back. Bro, this bro wears less shirts than Jacob from Twilight. Put a fucking shirt on, bro.
Oh
I know it's like not illegal to walk around your fucking yard shirtless, but like they like live in a suburb. Can you imagine how? Imagine you're like a fucking 45-year-old, like dad, and you have to walk out in the morning to get the mail, and you see this dude, this tattooed fucking loser, walking around his yard.
And
Oh my god!
To die of envy because he's hot.
Yeah, clearly. My eyes snapped to his naked back and the faded scars marring his skin. Funny, I didn't see that the other night when he was shirtless in my room, but the light was dim, so I guess I missed it. Scattered in no particular pattern were welts, about 5 or so, covering his muscular and otherwise smooth back. He didn't have them when we were kids. I tried to remember if I'd heard about him getting injured. I came up with nothing. I tried to remember if I'd heard about you. You just say I hadn't heard about him getting injured.
No, there's
I
like
don't
a loading
remember
period,
him getting
a processing period.
Tried to, yeah, definitely. You should like had to spin up the fucking dial-up modem. That's look that up, kids. I came up with nothing. At that moment, oh yeah. Wait a second.
You're gonna get me flagged if you're gonna
damn it. Okay, damn it. Okay, I was about to yell again.
Whatever. I don't play it because I want.
What? Oh no, oh no. Oh well, she doesn't say which song it is, but we can assume that it's. Oh wait, I thought it was Apocalyptica. Apocalyptica. I feel like I've heard one of these songs before. This is like metal music.
Oh, I
Nothing
see.
else matters. Hold on, is this the song I think it is?
I can't hear it.
No, this is lame. Okay, no, I was just checking it. It's lame.
Okay.
I was gonna yell because I thought that she was listening to headphones, but it was her iPod dock before. So
I see.
At that moment, Apocalyptica's heavy cellos vibrated out of my speakers. The cellos vibrated out of the speakers. And Madman's head twisted towards me. I momentarily froze before deciding to back away. He started barking again, and the sound of claws scratching the fence got my heart beating faster. Madman loved this heavy metal cello music that I've been listening to for years. Okay, we get it. You're not like the other girls.
Mm-hmm.
From the looks of it, he remembered. Grabbing the hose off the ground, I dropped it again when I heard the fence panels shaking. Turning around, I laughed at seeing Madman climb through one of the loose boards and charge at me at top speed. Hey, buddy! I knelt down and caught the little dog in my arms as he squirmed with excitement. His panting raw chicken breath warmed my face, and the slobber was pretty gross. Yeah, I'll bet it was. But he was happy to see me, and I smiled with relief. He hadn't forgotten me. Jesus, girl. Go to therapy. I stopped dead at the sound of Jared's voice. Well, if it isn't the party pooper disturbing the whole neighborhood with her noise. My temper flared. He had no problem with my music, just me. I looked up and met Jared's sardonic stare. He tried to look annoyed with his cocked eyebrow, but I knew he wouldn't engage me unless he got off on it. Okay, stop projecting. He hung over the top of the fence, his body perched on something, giving him height. He's doing like the neighbor from Home Improvement right now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, kids, look that one up. Son of a bitch. Why did it always take me a second or two to remember why I hated him? His shiny brown hair was a mess. I loved that. His chocolate eyes glowed with confidence and mischief. I loved that. His toned arms and chest just made me wonder what his skin felt like. I loved that. These are all on individual lines, by the way, if you're not reading along.
Yeah.
He made me forget how awful he was. Full return. Oh wait. I hated that. Oh shit. Blinking. Full return. Blinking. I refocused my attention on Madman and petted his black and white fur in long, soothing strokes. Shelburne Falls noise ordinance doesn't go into effect until 10 p.m. I clarified and looked at my invisible watch. See, plenty of time. Oh, God. Madman started playfully gnawing on my fingers with his raw chicken mouth, and I shook my head, unable to believe how we could just pick up where we left off after so long. Since Jared's and my fallout, I hadn't pressed him about seeing the dog. The only contact Madman had had with me over the past few years were accidents like today, but I hadn't seen him at all since my return, and even after a year, he responded to me like we'd just been together yesterday. Jesus.
Why is this
Christ.
such a long explanation of like dog psychology? Basic dog.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's questionable. Jared still stood on the other side of the fence, watching us silently. I couldn't tell what he was thinking, but part of me wondered why he didn't try to get the dog back immediately. It almost seemed nice, italicized, of him to let us visit. I couldn't help the huge-ass smile on my face. See, I feel like huge ass should be hyphenated. Huge ass smile. It's a adjective, right?
Mm-hmm.
The dual two-part adjective. Even though I tried. What the hell? The damn dog seemed so happy to see me that my chest shook with silent laughter. Okay, calm down. I never had a pet other than Madman, and after being alone the past couple weeks, I guess I was hard up for a little love. If a dog's attention could do this to me, I couldn't imagine how glad I would be to see my dad when he came home. Yeah, he'll be licking your face with that raw chicken tongue too, I bet. The guy who works for a singular airplane building company, right? I think. I don't think I forgot about that, no. Penelope. Madman, Jared barked. Should be a comma. Should be a comma. Unless, okay, so, all right, so I'll allow this. So if it's a speech tag, it should be a comma, or I'll read it the way it's written. Yeah. Madman, come, Jared barked, shocking me out of my little utopia. That would also shock me. Yeah. I have to say, that would surprise me greatly. So, Madman, come, visitation's over. That's how it's written. Fucking DMX over here, kids. Look that one up. He whistled. He whistled and pulled the board back so Madman could slip through. Do you need a comma there? I don't think so. Did you hear that? I choked. You hear that? I choked, my lips quivering. You're settled, little guy. I let the dog lick my face, raw chicken, and then I patted his behind before gently pushing him away. Jared whistled again, and Madman ran back through the fence. Jared, are you out there? A woman called out. Jared turned to the voice, but didn't nod or respond. Tate, is that you, honey? He has a mom?
Oh my God.
In his house?
Yeah.
I thought he'd lived alone.
I thought he was an orphan.
Where was she when they were partying with muscle cars in the yard and the power got cut? The fuck?
I think what? It was established that they're busy people or something.
Okay. No, that's crazy. Okay, Catherine, Jared's mom, stepped up onto whatever he was standing on to see over the fence. You could have just made the fence like 5 feet tall, bro.
Yeah.
Instead of whatever. Hey, Mrs. Trent, I waved lazily. Okay, bitch. It's good to see you. His mom looked great with her shoulder-length brown hair and stylish blouse. Damn, that's like me trying to compliment a woman's look. You look great with your shoulder-length brown hair and that stylish blouse you're wearing. That's great. Imagine that. Yeah. Imagine someone dropping that line on you at the bar.
Oh my God.
What a stylish blouse that is, Charlie. A lot better
American
than the last time.
T-shirt, meanwhile.
Oh my God, I wish. A lot better than the last time I'd seen her. That line doesn't go over well either with the ladies. You look a lot better than the last time I saw you, you fucking train wreck.
Read on.
She must have gotten herself sober in the past year. Yeah. Growing up, I often saw her hair in messy ponytails from being too hungover to bother with a shower and dull-looking skin from lack of healthy substance. Jesus.
From lack of
so now we're coming at messy. We're coming at messy ponytails. You hear that, ladies? You're a worthless piece of shit if you have a messy ponytail. Sorry.
From lack of healthy sustenance, you're not gonna clock that for tone?
People are just. I mean, yeah, that's a pretty bad. I mean. Well, she already said she was, like, hungover. Oh, Jesus. Dull-looking skin. Okay. You too, her eyes flickered with genuine sweetness, and it's good to see you two talking again. Of course, she had no idea. Death note. Of course, she had no idea we were still at each other's throats. It seemed Jared and I had that in common. We kept the parents out of the loop. Why don't you come over for a few? I'd love to catch up with you and see how your year went. Come on, not now. Jared's face was twisted up in displeasure, much to my delight. That sounds great, Mrs. Trent. Just let me throw on some clothes. Jared's eyes swept over me as if just realizing I was in a bikini. His gaze lingered too long, and yet not long enough, making my toes curl.
All her toes
Imagine
keep
being the
on
mom.
curling.
Imagine being the mom and then like watching her look at him, look at her, and she just like, gets wet over it. Ugh.
Ugh.
Fine. Jared sighed and looked away. I'm off anyway. With that, he hopped off his step. Oh, it's a step. She's identified after all this time that it's a step and not just a vague object that she said 3 fucking times, and disappeared inside the house. Before I had reached my room to change, I heard the thunder of his engine and the peal of tires. The peal of tires.
Yeah, tires peeling. Oh my god.
I get what she's trying to say. I just don't think that's a good way to say it.
Oh god.
All right, there you go. Chapter 11, in the bank.
That's 3 chapters for y'all. I don't know if something happened.
God.
Where is the plot in this book? I have not found it.
Has there been an inciting incident yet?
I guess it's her return. I don't know.
Oh God, have mercy. Yeah, that wasn't. I guess there was the thing about. I guess that I guess we're setting up her going over to Jared's house. I guess that's what happened.
Yeah,
and the dog.
The thing is,
Chekhov's dog.
Chekhov's dog. There's also a Chekhov's gun in that thing.
Yeah, that's correct. I swear to God, if that gun doesn't come up again, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Oh my God. I cannot predict where the story is going, apart from them obviously ending up together, because there is nothing to predict.
I do think that I remember something happening later, and it's pretty fucking funny.
You did mention this a couple of times, that there's something funny coming up.
I don't remember, like, I remember like a vague. I could give like a summary. I'm obviously not going to. Like, I could summarize it, but I also remember that like I think the details make it a lot better than even I remember. So I'm excited. I'm excited. We gotta dedicate ourselves to getting through this thing. Oh, 100%.
Some reading breaks now and again.
Yeah. Also, we gotta figure out what we're gonna listen to an audiobook together.
That's true.
It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be exciting.
I mean,
maybe we should do another Colleen Hoover or something.
Yeah, let's do a Colleen Hoover one. No, actually, I'm gonna be
do another one of
her after I finish the second book.
That is true.
We need to find
that is true.
Worthy
well, ooh. I'll let it percolate.
Okay, cool. Well, those were 3 chapters. Thank you to everybody who's listened this far. And we'll see you in the next one.
See you in the next one. Bye. Bye.